What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mac Main, and I got a confession. I'm addicted to video games. There's no shame in it. Pretty much everyone is that I know, and if you aren't already, after I show you this game, you probably will be. But let's face it though, the world loves solitaire. It's no secret it's been a pastime for decades. We also love mobile gaming. It doesn't matter who you are, at one point or another, you've had a game that you were addicted to. Whether it's Candy Crush, Solitaire, Mahjong Quest, the list goes on and on. You had a mobile game that you could never put down. Now, to collide both of those worlds, I'll be talking about a game that I recently picked up. It's actually called Undersea Solitaire. Let me tell y'all about it. Now, honestly, I only picked this game up initially because of Swagbucks, just do a challenge. Now, if you don't know about Swagbucks, I'll link it in the description below where you can actually sign up with my code and get some extra stuff. But pretty much you do things like play video games on your phone to get money or do surveys. But I picked up this game for that reason. And boy, was I in for a treat when I started playing this game. Now, we're all used to the normal solitaire experience, or if you're exotic like me, distinguished man, you like spider solitaire. But this game puts a different spin on that by introducing the build your underwater world experience and kind of like the tornado of cards and different power-ups that you can actually use to complete the game. You start off with basically nothing at the bottom of the sea floor. Pretty much sand, debris, coral, random submarines, you name it, it's down there, sunken ships and all. And you run into this crab. No, not Sebastian. I'm talking about my boy Alfred. And no, not that Alfred either. I'm talking about Alfred the crab, the construction worker who's able to build pretty much anything. I'm serious. Look at this crab's work. Yeah, he's pretty much outbuilding anybody that I know right now. Construction workers beware. Crab's on the way. But anyway. Now, the basic premise of the game is to collect gems. With the gems, Alfred can complete simple tasks to build his underwater civilization. Now, of course, you have to actually win the levels to collect these gems, and that's one thing this game is nothing short of. Whole bunch of levels. Now, to complete a level, you must collect all the cards, and you do this in solitaire fashion by collecting them in descending or ascending order. Simple, right? Wrong. Here's where the game becomes tricky. They're the factor of running out of cards, which actually cost you a life. You only can have a maximum of 5 lives at a time. You can go over this every now and then. However, it gets real quick and tricky. There's also the factor of actually having these debuff cards on the screen. One of the debuff cards that actually I hate the most is the pirate card. The pirate card is there to just haunt you. It's just sitting there with its little 2 swords, and all you hear is the sound of and then slice. It takes one of your free cards that you could have used, any random free card, and it gets it out of the way. There's also the TNT card, or destroyer. Pretty much, it actually shows up on the screen and gives you a timer, and when the timer clocks down, it sends little bitty bombs to destroy several of your actual cards. Now, the time ticking in the background pretty much gives you the most anxiety by itself, but other than that, this card is really not that bad. It takes a very long time for the ticker to go down, unlike the pirate card. And lastly, there's the chain and also the key. These kind of work in a similar fashion. The chain, you have to actually hit it with a card that it's for, but it only unlocks the chain for you to have to play that card again. But the key, you have to find it with inside of the actual board once you uncover a card, and it unlocks a new area, which basically gives you access to more cards so that you can continue to play the game. Now, those are the ones that I've ran into since I've got to like level 162 in the game now. There may be more sabotagers out there in the game to stop you from actually getting through it, but these are the ones I've actually came across. Now, the game doesn't actually leave you in the dark when it comes to these cards that are trying to stop you from winning. They actually give you quite a few power-ups. One power-up particularly that I like the most is called the Destroyer, or it's like an orb of lightning that pretty much any of those traps, it zaps away immediately on the screen, and that card stays with you the entire time you're playing the game once you have it. Another one is the Tornado. Tornado is okay. It's kind of lackluster. It only gets rid of like 3 or 4 cards when it's actually played, in contrast to even the Triton. I mean, the Triton is okay, but it gives you a better chance to actually get a power up when you get 5 cards in a row. which is a very important part, because in this game, if you can get 5 sequences in a row, you have an opportunity to get an extra card in your deck. And I'm telling you right now, you're gonna need every single card, because this game wants you to lose lives so that you can buy more lives. But we're not buying more lives, right? It's free to play, unless you're that type of person and you want to go ahead and pay. I myself decided to wait. Now, on top of all these cards, we have the king of all cards, which is the Joker Wild card. When this card is played, you can play any card on the board, no matter what it is. It actually goes ahead and it wipes it out, takes it off, giving you an extra chance to actually get a sequence. That way you can get additional cards. With that being said, this game, all in all, for pros wise, I really think it's an amazing game, and it actually keeps you captivated because of the difference between actually building a community while also playing a game that's so simple and easy to play. The characters are actually lovable. Alfred, like I told you again, is actually one of the best protagonists I've seen in a while in a mobile game, because he's always giving you little quotes, telling you that you're doing a great job, trying to keep you happy in a situation. In addition, always just giving tips. The music of the game is also a big part that I actually enjoy, because it was actually pretty serene. There's a couple different tracks in the game, but all of them kind of sound more of the soothing, calming, stress relieving sounds that you would want to hear while you're in the ocean or in the sea. You definitely want to hear these sounds. Cons of the game, I mean, let's be realistic. It still is a game and they have to make money. Even though it is free to play, you will lose a lot. And a lot of times you'll end up with no lives, and it's going to tell you to buy something, which is going to cost you real money. And of course, it acts your in-game currency. You have coins, but you have to use the coins to buy the power-ups, the other cards, play a specific other levels, things that you would actually not be able to reach unless you pay real money. Now, you can get through the full game or the regular game by not paying anything at all, which I would recommend, but this game will get you in regards to that. But all in all, this is an amazing game. I would actually recommend to anybody for any pastime that they have. In addition to, I mean, you could be sitting anywhere, the airport, doctor's office. You might be in the car and you're the passenger. This would pass the time. In addition to that, you have a little fun. All in all, it's an enjoyable game with a great experience that can actually warp you into the world. I would actually give it a 3.8 out of 5 on a scale. So if you're looking for an enjoyable experience with a solitaire game, this would be the game for you. If you needed something new, world breaking for you, this will definitely be something for you as well. Also, guys, this is my first time actually doing a review for a mobile game. If you want to hear more stuff like this, because I do play a lot of mobile games, so I can review it and actually recommend games to actually play while you're on the go, go ahead and hit that like button, comment down below, and make sure you subscribe so that you can stay up to date on everything that I'll be doing. I will be uploading new videos every Tuesdays and Thursdays, with the sprinkle every now and then on Sundays. That's going to be my new schedule going forward. If you guys want to see more of that content, again, you know what to do. It's been your boy Mac Bane, and I'm about to go about my business. Peace.